Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. I didn't really know what to call this video because it's going to be a little bit of a weird one. Just showing you some weird and wonderful facts and how Zero Hour is still amazing us after 20 years of being out. Really, really crazy. So a few days ago you saw, or actually just yesterday, you saw I posted a video, Scuba versus Ryzen on this replay. And on this map rather. And you saw some weird stuff going on down here. And some of you in the comment section saw more weird stuff than I did. So I ended up watching it back after a few messages from Scuba himself as well. And actually, these icebergs end up deleting 3 battle buses. The battle bus hulls end up turning into laser tank hulls when they die. I figured out that what makes these icebergs move is actually this exploding fake barracks here because of something to do with under the ground here. And we've got the jogging worker that happens around 17:30 in this replay. So we've got a few things to show you. Oh, it really is amazing, isn't it? Right, so the first thing I thought these icebergs moving were linked to is actually these buildings here. So you've got this dock here, these 2 buildings here. But actually, I don't think it's linked to any of these buildings at all. So if we wait till 12:50, we're looking at the timer at the top right. About 12:50 here, you're seeing these buildings get destroyed by the buggies. So that building there gets completely destroyed, and then that docks there gets partially damaged. Initially, I thought it was linked to that, these icebergs moving, but it turns out not. If we fast forward then to 17:30, that's when the proper action kicks off. But 17:30, you've got this jogging worker. Now, basically how this happened was the jogging worker here is building a tunnel and jogging at the same time. Multi-skilled. So he's basically building a tunnel, then tried to get the buggies past. It's forced the worker over there while he's still trying to build a tunnel. And then basically he's got nowhere to go, so he ends up just in this running motion. So yeah, Zero Hour patch people, if you're watching this and able to fix that bug, maybe give him ice skates, maybe send him on the iceberg, maybe that would be nice. But then we might as well leave this rolling here, because at 1800, which is about now, Scuba's going to repop this stuff and shoot this. Now when this explodes, because it gives off a little bit of splash damage, it's actually damaging some stuff around it. And apparently all you need to do is one tap around here in this area. If you get a nuke cannon and force fire in this area, or if you do any kind of splash damage, maybe a demo trap would set it off. I don't know if you can force fire an RPG or something. But basically what that does then is under the ground is then letting this iceberg slide, and then it slides underground, and forces all these icebergs underground until it hits like this area. And then what happens later, like 2 or 3 minutes later, some battle buses try to go past this area, and it just deletes them from the map and vanishes them. So you see this is going to die now. You hear that? All them buildings now get destroyed from these icebergs. And all of that stuff is suddenly moving. Now you see under here, you see that? But notice the time now. We're on 1820 when it happened, or 1830, whatever you want to call it. But now, if we fast forward to like 1950, so this is several minutes later. Right, battle bus has popped out. Notice how many there are. There's 6, yeah? Remember that spot where the waves were? So what Scuba's trying to do is he's trying to fight the enemy buggies, which are down here, by the way. Let's just have a look. Enemy buggies are here. As soon as the enemy buggies are in position, he's going to come in with the stealth battle buses and try and surprise them. That's what he was trying to do. Oh my god. So what's actually happened there is the icebergs underground must still be moving a tiny bit, enough to anything that goes past there just instantly gets deleted. Even though a battle bus is supposed to go to the hull mode, goes into, yeah, I don't know what, a bunker mode or whatever you want to call it, and still be able to shoot. It just literally one shot deletes it. I don't know if it works with other units or not, but it just so happens in this case it was battle buses. And then you notice the shell there off the tank is actually a laser tank. So yesterday when I said I've been smoking mushrooms, or if I've been on the mushrooms, actually this map is still baffling us all these years later. So yeah, I don't know. I reckon this was probably intentional by the map creators. I think it was the Russian community that made this. And somewhere under here is a trigger that if you shoot it, it triggers all these icebergs to move. And I guess anything moving over there for the next few minutes or whatever will probably just get instantly deleted. I don't know if it's just the battle buses or what, but I find it really, really crazy. Interesting fact as well is that you can actually control fire these things. You can actually force fire them and delete them from the map. I don't think this area, I don't think much happens, but maybe some people, now that this is out there, maybe people want to experiment and see if these icebergs move, or maybe some pro mappers know what the trigger is under there. I imagine it's just a certain type of iceberg triggers a bit of like a, I don't know, not a tsunami of icebergs, but a something, a wave of icebergs to go down here, and everything there gets destroyed. Absolutely crazy. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Really, really mental. That's your video for today.